Welcome one and all to another one of Nathan Bell's commentary videos. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good evening, or good night. And today, Nate is going to talk about Barack Obama's connection to UFOs and the information around them.
Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about Barack Obama's comments on UFOs. A lot of people don't realise Barack Obama is actually a real UFO enthusiast. He's very curious about whether alien life exists and whether aliens have visited the Earth. And Barack Obama has explained numerous times in the media that when he came into the presidency and went into the White House, one of the first questions he asked was whether there was a lab somewhere where we were keeping the alien bodies. He says that they did some research for him after he asked and came back and said, no, there is no lab where we're keeping the alien bodies. Now, it's not like those people that did that research in the White House would necessarily know. The theory is that the UFO believers promote is that there are factions within the military and the Air Force and the Defence Force in America who are keeping this secret. So, the theory would be that there is a lab where we're keeping the alien bodies in the crashed UFO, but only certain people in the military know about it. And that's a completely reasonable theory. There could absolutely be factions in the military keeping secrets from other groups in the military. The factions form in organisations and people keep secrets. So there could be this collection of secretive officials in the military who have this information and they're just not letting anyone else know, and the White House might not necessarily know what is really going on. And that's been one of the big revelations of the last few years of disclosure around UFOs, is that there is all this secrecy in the military, in the US military, and there are a lot of gatekeepers keeping secrets from the White House, and there have been programs going on that potentially the White House and the presidency doesn't know about. So we just don't know. It is hypothetically possible that there could be factions in the military keeping things covered up and nobody else knows and the White House doesn't know. Certainly things can happen in the establishment that the presidency isn't aware of. But it's really interesting that Barack Obama is an enthusiast around UFOs. He has also said that he can confirm that certainly it is real, that there are objects and there are reports and sightings and videos of objects in the sky which we can't explain and we don't know exactly what they are. And he has also said that they appear to defy the laws of physics and travel extremely fast and move around in ways that our technology can't move around. So those things certainly exist and those phenomena do exist, and Barack Obama confirms that, and he's been briefed on the matter by officials in the White House, and he was briefed on it when he was in the White House. So we can talk about this now, and this is the biggest thing that's come out in the last 10 years of disclosure around UFOs and UAP phenomena, is the stigma is breaking down, and now people are talking about it, and now you're not labelled crazy for throwing around the idea that aliens might be visiting the Earth or for talking about UFO phenomena. So we can have an open discussion about it, and that's what needs to happen for science. If we want science to answer this riddle of UFO phenomena and what are UFO phenomena and what are unidentified aerial phenomena, we have to be able to have an open, honest discussion and a transparent discussion about the subject. I've said before that I think it's completely feasible that this planet could receive a probe from another planet. We don't know when that could happen. That could happen at any time. We don't know if there is a species in a nearby star system who are a few hundred years more advanced than us and have sent out their own probes, and those probes could arrive here at any given time. It could happen at any time in history. So we have to remain open-minded about the idea that we might have a visitation from another species. But the open dialogue is great, and it's great to see President Barack Obama talk freely about this without being labelled crazy, because it means that serious officials can have a serious discussion about UFOs and what they are, and trying to determine what they are and whether potentially they could be probes from another solar system visiting our Earth. So the stigma has broken down. The discussion is more open now. People are discussing the matter, and we're throwing around all sorts of ideas, and we should throw around all sorts of ideas. We shouldn't limit what ideas we throw around. If we want to throw around the ideas that they're interdimensional beings, well, we don't know if interdimensional beings exist. Maybe there are interdimensional beings. Maybe there are other dimensions and there are other universes, and life can come from those universes and observe our planet. We just don't know. Physics certainly allows for other dimensions and other universes, so we should keep an open mind. We shouldn't be closed-minded about the subject. But the main thing is that we can now have an open dialogue about the subject of UFOs, and people can express their beliefs and their views and their ideas without being labelled crazy maniacs. Because a lot of the time in society, the average people are very closed-minded. They only think about a few things. They think about work, they think about the economy, they think about education, they think about their family, and they don't think about these things. A lot of people don't have these ideas in their mind, but what you've got to realise is a lot of these ideas about aliens and other dimensions and beings coming here from other worlds, they fit perfectly within the realms of reasonable science. These ideas fit perfectly within reasonable scientific speculation. They're not that outrageous, and if you go and watch leading scientists like people from SETI and stuff talk about these ideas, you'll realise a lot of our leading scientists, our physicists and our astrophysicists actually throw these ideas, which are considered wacky by the general public, but a lot of our leading scientists actually throw these ideas around, and they're our most intelligent thinkers, and they put these ideas out there and they suggest these ideas. So if our most intelligent thinkers are willing to say that this is within the realm of possibility, we shouldn't be closed-minded about it. We should be open-minded about it, and we should consider all possibilities. Maybe we are, as I've said before, being visited by aliens. Maybe there is a nearby star system with a species 1,000 years more advanced than us, and maybe they are sending some probes our way. Maybe they are observing us. Maybe they are studying us. Maybe it is in preparation for an invasion. We just don't know. Or maybe they're friendly and peaceful. Or maybe there's some other more worldly explanation for UFOs, like Chinese spy balloons, or some technology being developed by a private corporation on Earth, and we just don't know about it. Because it could be that as well. It could be that a private corporation is developing this advanced technology and nobody but the private corporation knows about it. Or it could be that another government is developing this technology and they're keeping it secretive. Or it could be that a faction within the US government is developing this technology and not disclosing it to the White House, so the White House doesn't even know about it. I certainly don't accept that the presidency knows that there are aliens on the Earth, because they would have acknowledged that by now, and they would have come out with some statement, especially with all the current hype around the issue and all the pressure. And the White House and the Defense Department in America has repeatedly denied that there is any crashed alien spaceship. But then we hear about the UFO crash retrieval programs that have apparently existed, and what's that all about? You know, does that exist? Are there these UFO crash retrieval programs? And if there are, what are these crashed UFOs they're retrieving? What are they? You know, there's a lot of questions to ask. So it all comes down to transparency, and pushing the American government to be more transparent, and pushing world governments to be more transparent about this issue, so we can get to the bottom of it. So it's nice to see Barack Obama come out and add his credibility to the discussion about UFOs, to say that it's okay to be interested in this idea of aliens, and it's okay to talk about it. We can speculate about these things and we can imagine the possibilities. So thanks to Barack Obama for dropping his thoughts on UFOs and for talking about his experience as the president, asking officials in government whether there were any crashed alien spaceships. So there's some thoughts about that. Drop a comment in the comment section about what you think about Barack Obama's comments on UFOs.